you know what's funny is the Eagles game last week, I thought a lot of that game would be determined by Philly's offense. And if Philly's B or better offense showed up, they would win the game. And I think Washington had a real chance in that game until Mariota went down. This game, I feel pretty similar. Like, if Dallas's offense shows up, I find it really hard to believe Washington can keep pace. And they play the games in the NFL, and that's what makes it this incredibly intoxicating product that everybody watches. But, like, who's stopping Pickens and Lamb? You know what I mean? Like, just from a numbers perspective, it's hard to see because I thought if Washington's offense can perform at a high enough level, run the ball, control the clock, okay, I like that. But with the quarterback questions, I think it's just they're too significant, frankly.
Yeah, this is tough. I mean, this is going to be tough. I mean, they're a 7-point underdog for a reason. 7-point underdogs don't win very many games, so they're going to need help. They're going to need some help. And I feel like Dan Quinn has a little bit of a chip on his shoulder. Going into these last few games, obviously they have the divisional game against Dallas, and then maybe take a shot at Philadelphia for running up the score a little bit. So, that he's going to be pulling out all the stops and making sure that they're ending on a high note. I know fans want these games to be losses. I get that. But I think from a fan perspective, from a football perspective, you want to see Washington do something good.
Yes.
You don't. The league is better if Washington is good and Jane Daniels is leading them to goodness. I mean, that makes a much more compelling product. And there's been so much turmoil on the roster this year in many different forms, mostly injuries. So, you want to walk away with something good happening to Washington, and I think that they could, if they can keep the. It's not even that can they keep the game close at the half, because they've been doing okay in first halves and then completely coming apart in the second half. I think a strong second half, even if they lose the game, would still be a building block and still be something that you can kind of say, okay, maybe things are starting to turn. Let's see what happens next year. But a tremendous second half, I think, is almost a prerequisite to feel good, start feeling good about this team again.
Close out. I mean, close the game out. That would make a world of difference to me.
Don't lip off the field. Like,
there you go.
Go out with your head held high, and like I said, even if it's a loss, I think having a solid second half would go a long way.
All right, we're talking with our friend Neil Greenberg here on the Rude Guest Hotline. You can give Greenberg a follow at @ngreenberg. Read all of his work, rather, at Washington Post, postsports.com. I'm going to do a few selfish minutes here, Greenberg. I have made it to the fantasy championship.
Why would you change now?
I am looking to go back-to-back in my college league. And what's crazy about this is there was a time when we were 20 doing this league that the money really mattered. The money has stayed the same since we were 20. This isn't a financial thing. I just want to win so I can brag to my friends. How are we feeling about – I have to continue this Trevor Lawrence heater, right? Like,
yes.
I have Brissett. There's no way I can go back to Brissett. I got to ride Trevor Lawrence.
Oh, no, and I think there's only a couple of quarterbacks you'd start over Trevor Lawrence, right? Stafford, Prescott, Drake May, Burrow, and Allen. I don't really know if you'd start anybody else over. Brissett's a tough call, but I think Jacksonville at Indianapolis. I have Jacksonville as the number one team in the NFL. I had them as number 4 last week.
You have Jacksonville as the top of your power ranks?
Yeah, and I had them 4 last week, and I got a lot of flack for that one.
Wow.
So I feel. Oh, I'm sorry, I had them 3rd last week. So I feel like I was a little bit ahead of the curve here. I know a lot of places had them like 9th or 10th last week. But yeah, I have them as number 1. And it's a narrow number 1. I mean, it's them, the Rams, and Seattle at the top. And I wouldn't say my power ratings are significant enough of a difference that I could, absolutely say to you that you'd be nuts for putting the Rams number 1 or even Seattle over them. But yeah, I'm number one, so I would definitely start Trevor Lawrence this week.
So I feel all right then about my Jags defense against Phillip Rivers.
Yeah.
I tried to pick up New England. They got taken.
The bloom has to come off this rose eventually, right? I mean, 44-year-old grandfather coming off the couch to show how this game is played in the NFL is really surprising. And I tell you what, man. I mean, I look at the quarterback position differently now. It's not all physical gifts.
It's mental.
It's mental.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a lot more mental than I think a lot of people thought. And you see what Phillip Rivers is doing. I mean, the wisdom at that position is key. And let that be a lesson for all these people that were saying that Jaden Daniels, if he was healthy, shouldn't play. Because the only way you get that wisdom is by playing under center. Totally. And obviously, Phillip Rivers has played a lot of football in his life. But, man, does he know what he is doing? Like, you talk about a guy that has command of the pocket and the vision on the field. I mean, he's got it. And maybe he doesn't have the same type of physical gifts that he did before, but he's showing that, if you know what's happening on the field, you can make stuff happen on your offense, and that's truly amazing. And I think, BMitch, I mean, I don't know how you're feeling, but there's a lot of teams that probably could use some running back help.
Hey, you know the difference, though. He's been out for 5 years. He's playing the quarterback position. I've been out for 21 years.
You just need 1 yard, though. 1 return yard.
Hey, man.
Yeah,
all they
you can get that goal line yard.
You know what? Hey, Neil, all they need to do is they need to just go look. I guarantee it's more than 1 yard that's missing.
They just got to have the ice bath ready for you at the end of the game,
oh,
right?
hell yeah. You know that.
I gotta stick with Woody Marks, right? I also have Bill.
Yeah, I don't know about Bill. I mean, the Washington situation could be a game script issue. Like, they may not be able to run as much as they want. So I'm not sure. I mean, they're pretty close, I think. But I just think from a game script perspective, Houston likes to kind of grind it out. They're really good on defense. They like to slow the game down. Part of that's the running game. Mm-hmm. I don't know if Krusky-Merritt is going to get enough opportunities, because if Washington starts to fall behind late, they're just going to have to, they're going to have to try to pass with a third-string quarterback passing because they have to just seems like a recipe for disaster. But I just don't think you can run the ball and hope to kind of keep up to speed with Dallas.
All right, last one. What do I do with Devontae Adams? They don't play till Monday night. So if he doesn't play, I'm totally screwed. I have guys that aren't as good, but what? Give me a strategy here.
You absolutely have to raise your floor if you're playing in the championship game. You can't have question marks. So if he's a question mark, I think that you absolutely have to roll the dice with someone that you know is going to play, rather than take the chance on having nothing in that spot. I just think that there's too much uncertainty to have to roll with that one.
Debo?
Why not? I mean, are you favored in the matchup or no?
Nah, it's like pretty head. It's almost even.
I'd say Debo would be fine. I mean, he's as I said before.
If it was Mariota,
I'd
really feel great about Debo, but it's not.
I'm sorry?
If it was Mariota, I'd feel really good about Debo. But with Johnson, I think
he can run the ball. I mean, he can be a safety valve. He can do a lot of different stuff. He can also get a ton of stuff in garbage time. I mean, I could see him, peeling off a 50-yard touchdown in the fourth quarter if the game is 50-12. So I would rather roll with Debo for the upside in that regard, because his floor is not too low, and he's going to be playing. So
right.
It's a tough decision, but I would go with Debo in that situation.
Speaking of tough decisions, last thing for me, what the hell's going on with the Caps, dude?
We have this conversation every week. It's either
but some weeks
what's
it's
going
great
on with them or why are they so good. It's hockey. I mean, Tom Wilson had an injury that they're dealing with. He didn't play, obviously. They're getting healthy themselves. You lose one of your top players, you're going to have little bits of blips on the radar. I'm not worried. Let's
roller coaster ride, brother.
Yeah, let's let half the season play out. Let's see where they're at. Let's see what the trade deadline looks like. I mean, I'm not going to say that hockey's regular season is as meaningless as the NBA, but it's such a grind. You just want to get healthy, be healthy going into the playoffs, and get a good matchup there. As long as Washington's in the middle of the pack of the Metro, they're going to kind of swing up and down. Because, there's so much bunches. Carolina has 47 points. The Devils have 41. That's not a lot of points separating first from seventh. So, you're going to see some fluctuations. I wouldn't worry about it.
Don't worry about it, is what Greenberg says. Dude, we appreciate you making time for us on the holidays. Have a very Merry Christmas, man. Enjoy those boys.
You too. Love you guys. Have a great holiday, and I'll talk to you soon.
All right.